Good evening, Drifters, and welcome to Season 1, Week 3 of VRML. I am your host, Pine VR, joined by my wonderful co-caster, RetroCat. RetroCat, how are you feeling about this upcoming match?
I gotta say, top of the morning to everybody in Europe. I gotta say, this is gonna be a really great match. Two teams that, I've seen play before. We got hot, and we got speedsters going, so, both teams, playing incredibly. As me and Pirates were talking, we were talking about how Hot has just incredible passing plays, I don't think this ball's gonna my prediction, how many times will the ball touch the ground this match?
I mean, it's gonna be a bare minimum, Hot just love keeping that ball up as much as they can. Especially Pebbles, dare I say, one of the biggest clip farmers in VRML. He just loves going for that clip, and they love passing. Speedsters, I've seen play a few times, and specifically Flash McQueen is a very, popular to his name, a very, very speedy player, and I'm excited to see how these, teams play against each other. Both, they're currently, if we look at our EU standings, they are both top 30 teams. With Hot being 13th right now and Speedsters being 21st. Speedsters actually, not master team, but they're close to it, and Hot still in bronze. But I'm excited to see how they play. So whenever these teams are ready, they can put the ball in the middle, and we'll be able to start. I'm very, very excited for this. Retro, do you have any pre-game predictions? I'm curious.
I don't know. I don't like to put some pre-game predictions here, but we're just gonna have to see here. As they just put the ball in the middle, we are in round one, Pines.
We are. The ball is going to be taken up into the air as the ball goes into the immediate possession of Dark with enough speed, breaking that sound barrier, leading for a first goal in the first 10 seconds there for Hot. Kind of going the opposite of their name. Hot were the speedsters that round. Flash McQueen now is going to retaliate here as he picks up that speed going on to left shelf. He's going to look for that logo play here as he jumps right into the air. Goes for a rebound off the top, hitting the crossbar there with Buzzin trying to rebound it. Ball is now going to be under Sewers as Kozu picks it up, going right through the little donut hole as Dubs tries to pick it up there, but it just hits off of one of the shoulders as Dark now swoops in to steal that ball possession, going right into the hands of Pebbles, as Pebbles now is going to be right contested by Flash McQueen as Artist tries to pick up that ball, but Kozu smacking it back down. Pebbles going for that rebound, getting in a goal, leading it for 2 goals on Hot side right now. It is a very, very intense match within these first minute.
Well, I gotta say, they are cranking up the thermostat because I feel like it's getting hot in here. 2-0, incredible. Looks like they're gonna be taking it straight back down the field. We got Kazu taking that ball possession. He could be going for the shot or beautiful pass up the Dubs. Looks like he's gonna get knocked out of the frame here as we got Flash McQueen going ka-chow. Gonna roll straight back up. Buzz has it. It's gonna be passed over straight back down onto the field. It's gonna get rolled up onto the speedster side. Dub's gonna be Kazu's gonna be taking it straight back up. Beautiful pass to Mr. McQueen. He could be going right back down. Oh, I saw the potential there. Okay, Fishy going all right. He's going to pass it down, gets intercepted. It's going to go straight back over the Buzz. Buzz has it in the air. He's going to go straight back up, going for a beautiful juke and a beautiful pass, but nobody was there. It was like a ghost. Never mind. McQueen was there to capture the pass. Looks like you're going to try to get that intercepted from Dark right there. Trying to get that smack down there. Still trying, but they just can't get past the defense, Pine.
100%. I mean, tonight is not the night as the Bay Harbor Fumblers are just, missing every chance they have there. Looking for that long pass there from Artist, going for the long shot, just getting the ball clearage over onto the speedster side. As Dubs tries to get there, but Pebbles is just going to smack him in the face, stopping him in his tracks as Fishy now goes for a nice little juke past speedster defense, going for the almost open goal there, getting it in, leading for 3-0. Hot are really on fire right now. Get it? Oh, I did a pun. As Dubs now picks up that ball and goes right on to Mound. He's going to look for a teammate to pass to, or he could just solo this. It looks like he's just going to go right up through the defense and smack that ball in for Speedster's first goal. They're picking up on that Speedster's name, but it's all up to how Hot now retaliate against this play and bring it to maybe a 4-1.
There's a lot of possibilities here for the speedster side, but time is of the essence, as that time does tick down, tick-tock. Pebbles is going to be taking that straight back down. Looks like he's going to get picked up by Dubs. Dubs going to use his geometry to his advantage. Just beautiful movement play there. He's going to go straight back over onto the Halo. Could be going right back up to McQueen. Gets intercepted by Dark in the air, and Dark's going to go, nope, slamming it straight back down. Kazu's gonna have it. He's gonna pass that over the Dubs. Looks like Pebbles is gonna try to punch him right there. There was an opportunity, but he went up in the air. He went pow like Mike Tyson.
He looks for that goal opportunity, but unfortunately, just missing it. Flash McQueen now. Airborne goes for the long pass over to Kozu. Kozu just going a little too fast. Maybe that's the one time the speedster's name truly won't help him in that scenario. As Pebbles now picks it up onto his own side, goes to the pass to OK Fishy. Fishy looking for a teammate to pass to. He knows where his team are. He's going to look for that pass over to Dark. Dark now going to go for that pass back to Artist. Artist going to go for that goal. And Dubs sinks in. That's an own goal on the speedsters. Hard. Now 4-1 just prevailing through this match. You don't see much own goals, but when it happens, it is always very funny to watch. As Dubs now is going to try and make up for what he just did there. Going for that pass back. Little 1-2 smacks the ball into Buzzin's face by accident there. As Fishy now goes for the long shot, but Kozu is going to be there to stop it in his tracks. As now it landed on a Halo, goes down. Kozu's going to pick it back up with Artist swooping in to try and steal that ball control. It looks to be a little bit of a fist fight as Pebbles tries to smack it in, but hits the crossbar, tries to smack it in again. As Kozu picks it up, goes to the pass to Flash McQueen. Flash smacks the ball right under Sewers. It's open territory here. Dark going to try and just prevail through that, but unfortunately isn't able to. Flash McQueen now is going to try and go around Artist. Gets around Artist, goes for the goal, but Fishy's there to stop it going into Artist again, smacking that ball away. Dubs picking it back up. Going to go for it and gets it right in the top corner. What a beautiful goal there from the speedsters.
Of just a goal from the speedsters. Looks like, time is coming to an end, as they're just going to leave the ball on the floor. Dark's going to take that ball possession. We're going to go into a little bit of a hot potato time. He's going to try to go straight back up. Dark has it straight back in the air. Could they get one more shot before the round's over? Is the ball going to touch the round? Beautiful pass straight back there. Okay, Fishy tries to get it in, but yikes! Going right back over to Pebbles. Pebbles, another pass, gets intercepted by McQueen. Looks like McQueen will not be winning the Piston Cup here, but looks like he's going straight back down. We got Dark taking that straight back down, and the ball hits the ground with another beautiful game going to hot.
I mean, what more can you say? Like I was saying to you earlier, Hot just do not let that ball touch the ground. They were trying so hard to keep it up in the air as that final thing went on. But I mean, like I said in the start of the round, contrary to their name, Speedsters were playing quite slow there as Hot were picking up, on fire, going as fast as they could, and they locked in and prevailed through that match. Clean passes, clean teamwork, almost effortless. Speedsters, still, they did get 2 goals, and they did manage to, almost have a little bit of an opportunity there. But we did see a lot of fumbles, as I did say. Bay Harbor Fumbler strikes again with a lot of, missed opportunities. But we're going to be heading into round 3 in just a minute. I'm excited to see how the Speedsters do prevail through this. RetroCat, what do you think?
It was a really good game. I gotta say, a lot of great chemistry coming from the Hot side. I gotta say, their defense is like a brick wall here. But Speedsters still have a chance here, as we're gonna go into our second round. And we pop off! We got Mr. McQueen taking that straight back up into the air. He's gonna fumble right back down on the sidewalk. Looks like the ball possession is going to go straight back into his hands. This is Speedster's chance to maybe get a win onto the board. It's currently possible here. Looks like Plubis is going to be trying to get that. It's going to get thrown right back down. We got Dark taking it straight back up onto the Halo point. He's going to grab as much boost as he can. But what's he doing? He's not going. He's going right back under. He's going straight back from the top. He may go for a ground pound shot here, but barely gets it in.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of back and forth at the start, but Pebbles is going to try to smack it in, just missing. Plu is trying to go for that rebound, but once again, a lot more fumbles are happening on the Hot side within this first minute. As Flash McQueen tries to speedily pick up that ball, but Dubs managing. Pick it up, but Barfinger strikes once more, as he fumbles that ball. Oh my god, I'm having a lot of stars there. Flash McQueen's going to go for a little back pass there to Buzzin. Buzzin now on his own. He's going to see one teammate on logo. Is he going to go for that pass? He's going to go straight for the goal, but it hits right off a crossbar. Flash McQueen now is going to try and go for that rebound, get a little bit of a backwards play as the ball now still in Flash's hands. He's going to try and go right through, but Plutus just brutally punching in there as Dubs now picks up that ball from the air, goes to the pass to Buzzin. Buzzin's going to look for that opportunity for another pass to Flash. Flash is going to be marked there by Pebbles. Plutus swiping in, still that ball, but Buzzin. You know, a lot of back and forth as they fight here for this possession. You know, it's always hard to cast a back and forth action, but it's very interesting to watch as Dark now going to be on his own as he goes for another pass down to Pebbles. Pebbles heading up on towards Halo. He's going to look for an opportunity to get one of his regular passing plays. Looks for a teammate. Can't see anyone, so he goes for a pass down to Dark. Dark goes for the goal opportunity as all of Speedsters are in that defense, you know, just stopping them from getting any form of goal.
Looks like they're going to be taking it straight back up. Flash McQueen has it, but Pebbles is going to go, what just happened? Dark's going to be like, oh, I just got the ball possession now. He's going to take that boost control. He's going to take it straight back up into the air. Oh, beautiful ceiling carving. He's going to go straight back up onto this onto the Halo point. He's going down for the shot. Beautiful pass. Gets intercepted by the other team, Speedsters. But looks like they just scored it in by Plutus, 1-0.
I mean, what a beautiful goal. You know, a lot of back and forth and a lot of rebounds there, but they eventually managed to sink that in. As now Flash McQueen goes and just very effortlessly gets another goal. 2 minutes left on our clock, and it's already 1-1. So a very interesting matchup here as Plutus now takes his ball very speedily onto right shelf. He's going to look for his regular opportunities. He heads there as fast as he can, goes for a shot down, but unfortunately gets stopped. But Dark is going to sweep that back up and just slide that goal in like there is no tomorrow. 2-1 on the clock with 2 minutes left now as Dubs picks up that ball once again. Going to go for that speedy play as he heads on right shelf. Jumps down towards Logo, jumps right over Plutus. Manages to seek a pass, but unfortunately doesn't go to anyone. Goes to Plutus, who picks up. Heading on now with a one-on-one with Kozu here. As Kozu just very luckily manages to save that ball. As Oki Fishy is going to try and pick it back up here. As he goes right around the line of defense. Pebbles is going to pick that up from the fumble. Jumps there, but doesn't take the ball with him. Looks like he left it at home. Or left it in the oven, who knows. Plutus now going to go for a very, very clean ceiling carve. I mean, a lot of good ceiling carves from Hot so far. You know, they're very, very technical when it comes to how they play. Pebbles going to be a little too fast to catch that ball, with Buzzin being able to swoop in and steal that opportunity as he goes for a little clearage pass over to Dubs. But unfortunately, Plutus is there to take it from his hands as he now is in a 1v4 situation. It looks like the ball is going to be airborne for Plutus to grab back once again. Goes for a goal. It almost goes in. You know, they were just slacking on that defense a little bit there. But then, you know, they locked in on that last second.
Looks like Dubs is going to be taking it straight back up into the air here. Looks like it's going right back to Buzz. Intercepted, but Plutus is into the air here. Sorry, folks. Feels like there's a frog in my throat right now. Looks like Plutus is going to be taking that straight back up. Could be rushing straight forwards to goal. He has the opportunity to smack down. 3-1. Insane here. But you know what? We all know Hot's on fire right now. They're burning. I even think they're in lava right now here, Pines.
I mean, dare I say it, they're burning the whole thing down with how they're playing. They're playing absolutely insane today, and you'd love to see it. Dubs now is going to take that ball airborne as he heads for try to ceiling carve there, but just hits himself down a little too much as he goes for a very high pass to Buzzin. Buzzin be able to grab it here. He's going to go for the goal opportunity. He's not going to be able to as the ball goes a little too far away from him. But I'm going to watch here now with 1 second left. It looks like the ball is going to touch the ground. Did they touch the ground? It did touch the ground, and it's another win for Hot. Hot are just prevailing through this right now.
I'd say prevailing, or I would say beating with another W here, coming from the Hot side. But here, let's talk about Speedsters a little bit. They had some goals this. They had one. I think they only had one goal this round, but they did really good. They prevailed. They had that defense. They fought against Hot's defense, and they're doing really good on defense. You know, they're not letting Hot get the mercy here or getting that many points, which is really good for a team to have them like stand off here. Would you say that, Pines? That'd be good?
100%. You know, one thing I would say is I do want to see Speedsters prevail through here on this third round, because you never know. Teams always seem to just turn it around in the last second, or we could see Hot go for the 3-for-3. But we're going to head now into our third round of the match and see how are Speedsters going to be able to prevail through this and retaliate against Hot. Retro, take it away.
Oh boy, it's triple time. Going straight back up. Dubs is going to be taking that straight back up onto the ground. He has the opportunity opportunity for a shot. Oh, I saw the opportunity trying to do a backhand shot into the goal there from the back, but just did not proceed as greatly. That would have been a moment in history. It looks like Pebbles is going to be taking that straight back over onto the field. He's going to just boom it straight back down for anybody to pick up. It looks like Hausu is going to be picking that straight back up. It's going to roll onto the other side. We got Mr. McQueen taking that possession of the ball. He's going to go under Seward. No, not under Sewers. I lied. He's going straight back over. He's going to try to pass that straight over the Dubs, but somebody was in there to intercept it. They're trying to get that ball possession, but it looks like we have Dark, throwing it straight back down here. Oh, no double taps to be found here. The ball straight back up. Buzzin has it. He's going to pass over the Dubs. Dubs has it over at that side, but looks like, you know, it's just a little, it's back and forth here.
100%. You know, both teams are, you know, kind of locked in right now with so much more back and forth action than we have seen through this entire match. As Pebbles is going to be stopped there by Flash McQueen in his tracks. Flash now taking that up towards their goal. He's going to go for the opportunity. Hits right off the sidebar as Pebbles swoops in to steal it. Goes for a long shot. Buzzin is there to stop it though, however. Goes for a long pass over to Dubs. Dubs now is going to seek for that other pass opportunity down to Flash McQueen. Flash is going to go for the pass back down to Buzzin. Buzzin now taking up onto Bridge. He's going to go for another pass to Flash McQueen. Flash McQueen gets a miss there. A nice little fumble. And I say nice because he almost got it. It was a good attempt. Buzzin now taking that ball airborne. Heading straight towards the goal there. Right run artist is going to look for a 360 behind the back shot. But unfortunately doesn't pan out for him as well as he wanted there. Dubs now with a clean little ceiling carve. He's going to look for this opportunity. Gets the pass over to Kozu, but Kozu's just not there to pick it up. Dark stealing that ball possession, smacking it right through the line of defense. As Flash McQueen hits it towards their own goals. As Dubs now picks that ball up, goes airborne for a nice little long shot there. But it looks like Pebbles is going to be able to swoop that ball right out there very cleanly. As the ball has now been hit back airborne, Flash McQueen is going to try and take it, but he fumbles that pickup. But Kozu is right behind him to pick it up off of his hands.
Looks like we're going to go straight back down. You know what's incredible here? Speedsters is the most locked in. They have been locked in without these 3 rounds. It's still 0-0, and the time's still ticking. But, you know, things could change as Plutus is going straight back in. And like I said, the caster's curse is now 1-0 now. It looks like they are going to be taking that possession. Speedsters going from the bottom here. Dubs trying to take that over, but Plutus is going to knock it straight back down onto the field. No, maybe a double tap to be found, but no, McQueen was there to save it just in time. Looks like it's going right back over the Dubs. Dubs has that possession in the air. It's going to pass it over to McQueen onto the crosswalk. Looks like somebody was there. It's going to launch back over Donut. The ball's just laying there for anybody to pick up. So it's going to be rolling onto the ground here. McQueen's going to be taking it. He has an opportunity for a shot, but somebody was there just to deflect it.
I mean, beautiful intercept from Hot there, you know, just stopping Speedsters from taking any full control of that ball. But Buzzin is going to try and take it into the air as Dubs manages to get that rebound, smacking it back up. Dark now is going to go for some very, very clean carves there as he goes right round onto Speedster's side, kind of soloing this here as he goes up for a solo goal, but Dubs is in there to stop it. Plutus going for another rebound, hits right off of the backboard. It doesn't seem to be an opportunity with 1 minute left on the clock. Hart only got 1 goal this round, so it means Speedsters are doing something right. As Dark goes for another goal opportunity, but gets stopped by Buzzin. Plutus being able to pick it right back up, airborne with some more very, very clean ceiling carves. Almost aura farming on the enemy team there as he goes for some nice plays here, going for a solo goal opportunity. Doesn't get it as it hits on the right side. Flash McQueen unaware that Pebbles is right behind him. Pebbles being able to smack that ball out of his hands. Goes for a nice pass to Plutus. Plutus just almost catching it. We're going to be fist fighting out there with one of these Speedsters as the ball is now in a fight for that control. Pebbles taking it up with Cozy right behind his back. Passing to Dark. Dark's going to go for a downwards pass. And Dubs gets another... Not another own goal, but Dubs gets an own goal there. What a very interesting round there.
Remaining. As we're going to take that straight back over. Dubs is taking it into the air. He's going straight back down. Could be going for the shot. He has the opportunity. Oh, gets picked up by McQueen going, catch now. He could be going in for a grand slam here, but oh, barely gets as Buzz is going to try to get possession of the ball. Looks like both people on Hot were on each other for a second. Pebbles taking it. The time is ticking. Could this be it? As soon as the ball hits the ground, that will be it. Ending off this beautiful match with Hot with the win. Encore.
I mean, what a beautiful game. You know, Hot, as I was saying before, Hot, just overall, I love casting their games because you never know what's going to happen. They're always up to something different, and they're always doing some devious plays. Like today, they were locked in on movement, you know, watching them ceiling carve effortlessly, you know, just flowing around that arena while maintaining ball control was amazing to see. But then again, you can't forget Speedsterss. They were amazing on defense that last round. They seemed to lock in, you know, stopping Hot from getting almost any goals, really.
Yeah, it was a lot. I just gotta say, I was really just dumbfounded and mindfounded from this game. Hot, just pursuing their hot name and just on track with just getting these wins. But here, Speedsterss, they tried their best, and that's all that really matters here, is that they tried their best, they played their hardest, and at the end of the day, Pines, it's all about having fun in this VRML community.
100%, you know, so congratulations to both teams. They both played well, they both did their part. You know, Speedsterss, great plays. You know, you look at on that last round, overall, Dubs getting, you know, 2 goals throughout the match, Flash for Queen getting 3, and you look at the other team with Dark going for that hard carry, you know, full 4 goals, and, you know, everyone else on the team getting goals. But then let's not forget, the people on Speedsterss also did play their part, getting enough saves and locking in. Overall, I mean, that was an amazing game, and I do appreciate everybody who did tune into the live stream, or to anyone who is watching this back later on. I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember, subscribe to VRML, or if you do have $5 spare, become a channel member. You get, you know, cool perks like chat emotes, a special Discord section. I'm pretty sure a discount code for merch. I can't remember entirely. I don't have the list memorized. I eventually will as we go on throughout the season. I've been your host, Pine VR, joined by my amazing and first time co-host for me, RetroCat.
It's been an honor.
It has been great, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. We have been VRML, and you've been amazing. Goodbye.
Orion Drift VRML is brought to you by Another Axiom, Helga, the esports manager. Thanks for watching VRML.